It's Corner House Chronicles Day. It is the last day of January, friends. It's still cold,
It is still cold.
but surprisingly not that cold for the end of January. It feels like it should be a lot worse outside, shouldn't it?
I'm not going to say things out loud because I don't want to be the guy to jinx it.
I feel like if there was snow on the ground, then it would feel right.
Right.
It has
Okay.
the cold chill, but no snow. So you're like, it's not that bad? Question mark.
Right.
That's fair.
Welcome back to the Corner House Chronicles. I'm John.
I'm Jason.
I'm Aaron.
And I'm Rick.
Oh, shit. He went by the alter ego tonight.
Right. The cowl is off.
This is
I'm
like
Bruce Wayne for the evening.
the full crossover. We've all been in shows together in different spots, but I don't think all four of us sat same table.
Well, it's
same
been
time.
a minute, I think.
Oh, no. What in
Whoa.
the fuck?
What are you doing?
Dude, you don't even want to know.
It's not that kind of show, Rick.
Oh, man. Dude, you guys got me. You told me X-Hamster was for cute hamster videos. That was not that.
I didn't tell you that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Somebody lied to you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to say it out loud.
Okay, don't. More than 2 people listen to this show.
We might be in the double digits. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, well,
Easy.
It's a big difference from the other show I'm on. 2 people, yet somehow they're all over the world.
All over.
Jet
2 people
setters.
in 1 cup.
Gross.
What?
Jay, it's not
That's
that kind of show.
appropriate. Right.
Oh, it's the hamster videos. I'm sorry.
Yep. Yeah. Whoops.
Somebody lied to me, too.
Already off the rails.
Somewhere someone hit subscribe to your podcast and then left their phone on the plane and no one's found it. And
That's
it just
probably
keeps cruising around.
Plugged
It's
in.
on a train through Europe.
Wuhan, China.
Did you have a virus on that phone? It could be in China.
Yeah, you're right. If it's in China, it's definitely got the coronavirus right now.
I read something that you just said Wuhan. That was the place where it started, right?
Yeah.
The epicenter.
Is that
Wuhan
where they
City.
built a hospital in like 3 days or some shit?
No,
Was
they did
there?
that in a different part of China.
Okay.
But the Wuhan, the place where they
Got your wall in
study
check.
viruses or diseases or whatever, like moved locations
Yeah.
right before the outbreak.
Yeah.
That's crazy right there, boy.
You want it's even worse? I mean, you could conspiracy theories start quick and they
Absolutely.
can run deep.
Absolutely. Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's right. If you look up at some of the people who have, because the patent for the coronavirus, because there was SARS, which is like the cousin to it,
Mhm.
it's a offshoot. People own the patents because you can patent living things, diseases. I think the last patent for it was in 2016.
Wow.
Yeah, out of the company that's right close to where it was released. But the interesting one that I wanted to bring up,
Population control.
we'll never tell.
Right.
Bill Gates was talking about it on TED, for fuck's sake.
Oh yeah, that the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation donated a lot of money to the company that created the disease, and they also gave a discussion about a simulated epidemic and how fast it would spread.
Pandemic. I played that game.
It's very similar.
It was a good game.
Still
Yeah,
a
how we
good
need
game.
to be prepared for pandemics like war. That was a recent Bill Gates.
But he
soundbite.
also said the coronavirus by name in one of his things and said it would, depending on where it started, it could wipe out 60, 65 million people easily.
How long?
Well, that's
Did he
a
say
good
how long
spot.
it would take to wipe out 65 million?
There's like
I mean, I
3
don't.
billion people in China, right?
Yeah, we're talking small percentage points.
Right.
Within 18 months. 65
Not that I want a
million.
bunch of people to die horrible deaths, but
We're getting a
if
little,
it's gonna
little
spread
crowded
that-
over here.
But if it's going to spread that quick and take out that many people, have to be China. There's again
That's where the people
billions
are.
of people. Right.
If you've ever
and
played
then the
Plague
Indian
Inc.
subcontinent, there's still
I'm just saying, you start off in somewhere with great trade and bountiful people.
Did it start in live, live
So,
animals?
you
Was
go-
that how it started?
Bat soup, I believe, is what they're saying.
That was one of the theories. Someone
'Cause,
said it came from a snake or something too, like a undercooked
Because
snake.
the market that it came from, quote unquote, sells a lot of, like, you can buy a wolf, you can buy cobras, you can buy whatever you want there. But I was reading the thing where
A
it said
tiger?
possibly You can probably buy parts of a tiger.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Tail would be kind of cool.
It's like that Johnny Cash song where he takes a part from the factory every day. You
One
just have
piece
to
at a
keep going. You get a tiger eventually.
It's like Ultron that comes together.
You're starting with the tail.
Sure. Yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
But apparently bat soup, however they say it, is a homonym for good luck. So that's why it's so popular.
Never ordering it again.
No way.
Again.
I saw something about Corona posted on Twitter. Like, you cannot get sick drinking our beer. It's not,
Well, they're actually saying alcohol helps kill the virus.
That's got to be a
Well,
nightmare
then it's
PR.
fine here.
Oh.
There's
have
nobody downriver
virus.
that's going to get affected if
I've seen a
alcohol
lot of
kills
memes
it.
where Ireland's like, it's our time to shine.
Yeah.
Could you imagine the PR team for Corona? They wake up the next morning and they're like, "Oh my
Not
God,
again.
what is going? We all quit. We're just gonna quit. We can't
Contact
solve
someone
this."
that needs a new name.
I told you storming out of that meeting was a bad idea.
It was this close to being the Sam Adams virus.
Right, right.
Fucked it up.
They flipped a coin. It's not funny to joke about it,
It kind of is.
but it is. I mean, we have to.
Nothing's off limits, right?
Nope.
Wait, that's the wrong podcast.
Not these days.
It's not a crossover. It's not a real crossover.
It's not real.
Not till I start reading from the Urban Dictionary.
There you go.
I won't
wonder
do-
if
I
there-
won't do that. I
Hey,
promise.
folks.
I won't-
Do you
I
think
won't
there's
do that.
something on there for the coronavirus already?
Oh, probably multiple things.
Mm.
How many did you enter?
None. yet. None yet. But now the wheels are turning.
No. If you don't hear his voice for a minute, it's because he's balls deep in his phone.
He's like, balls deep, I'm going to use that.
Yep. Corona bottle, balls deep. We're halfway there.
It writes itself, folks.
So we've had, what, 3 confirmed? Like actual cases of it here in America
In
so
United
far?
States, there's one in Arizona, Washington, and Chicago.
Well, the biggest problem that I think they're having with it is that it is a 2-week incubation period before you show signs.
Oh, great.
So you can have it
Right.
When
perfectly
they
fine.
spread it.
When they're like, oh, hey, it's a minor outbreak, everyone that's left and spread the world within 2-3 weeks.
2 weeks, right?
And apparently 5 million people evacuated Wuhan before the lockdown.
Oh,
They knew the
great.
lockdown was coming, so
Oh.
they just scattered like mice.
How nice. Only 5 million, right? Like I
Only.
said, they just sprinkled a few in Washington, a couple in Arizona, there's a couple in Chicago, probably Atlanta.
All of them have international
York.
airports.
Right.
I saw.
Here it
And
comes.
all 3 of those people were supposedly came from Wuhan or that region. Or traveled there recently.
There's a lot of memes. That one thing that happened
Get
real
your
quick.
shit together, China.
There's one where you, like, when you're eating in a Chinese restaurant, you hear the cook in the back cough.
I was listening today. I went to a Chinese restaurant. I was
Oh,
listening.
man.
You were
for
diligent.
coffee.
You're just telling us now.
Yep. Well, you got
Great.
2 weeks.
We got-
Get
Make
your
'em count.
Get your affairs in order. What are the symptoms? Is it just like a flu type?
fever
Yeah,
like. yeah.
Okay.
But it can get pretty bad.
And it can kill you.
Yeah, it's pretty much a cousin of SARS, if you remember that fun.
I do.
little stint.
I went to Toronto during the SARS outbreak.
That was smart.
Yeah, I know. We had that trip planned for a while, though. We were like, all right, fuck it.
Nothing's going to stop us now.
Right. 19, dude, you're invincible,
Right.
basically.
Now, is it the coronavirus is so much deadlier than other viruses, or is it because we don't have a vaccine?
Oh, we don't have a solid treatment yet.
So that's
Yes.
why it's
And
killing people.
Mutating.
They
Yeah.
haven't announced one.
Yeah.
There you go. Right.
They haven't made deals with a patent
They.
holder to
Right.
get that out there yet.
Yeah. Bill and Melinda are holding that.
They
What's
gotta
the
wait.
death count?
Yeah.
They gotta wait for the news cycle to die down
Yeah.
after
Right.
the impeachment, so they can have some.
You're going to have to pay us more because we've been donating a lot of money.
They just have to hit the number they predicted.
Told you guys.
Right.
65 million.
First
Here
try.
it is. Pfizer rolling out the antidote.
Now, do you think Vegas is taking odds?
There's probably
What's
a
the
gambling
over-under?
site- There's probably a gambling site somewhere that is, if it's not Vegas.
Be kind of like the celebrity death pool,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, if it would have just happened a little bit later, when all the casinos got switched over to the Barstool, I guarantee they would have had it.
Ooh, guaranteed. Nice segue, by the way.
So they're gonna open casinos, or they're buying into the casinos.
So the Penn, what is the name of it?
Penn Gaming, I think.
Penn Gaming. Like, they own Greektown. They own stake in a lot of stuff already in existence.
Okay. And
I
they're
think Hollywood,
teaming
too,
with
I'm not sure.
Barstools? That's what's going on?
Yeah.
Barstool Sports?
Yeah.
Barstool
No
Sports.
shit.
So there's going to be Barstool Sport, casinos, shops, all kinds of stuff.
So Greektown's going to be Barstool Sports Casino at Greektown,
Probably.
Detroit.
They'll have like their own special area and maybe a grill.
Like a lounge or something, maybe.
yeah,
Yeah.
they,
Concert
Sports
venue.
Pizza?
book.
Or a
Sports
sports
book.
book.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh,
El
yeah.
Presidente
coming.
has said that he wants to make a chain of pizza places. So look out there.
One bite challenge.
There you go.
Dude, that
Everyone
he's
knows.
like
Everyone knows the rules. Yeah.
like the Dana White for non-combat life. You know what I mean? Like he's that popular.
Oh yeah, he built that.
I seen
a
a news
long
report
time.
on.
Damn, Barstool Casino. Motherfucker. They got a lot of money.
Oh yeah, he's making a ton of money,
Mm-hmm.
dude.
Oh, he'll be the first one to tell you.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Wouldn't you? Shit.
Maybe I don't know.
I would. Because imagine trying to do that as just a dude and your buddies.
That's how it started, right?
Right.
Him.
It was
Solo.
right.
Him.
An
Gamble-
Instagram page or
No,
Oh.
he started actual printing out
Gambling
pages
paper.
and going to the subway and handing them out to people for free.
And then
Just
trying
to
to
get-
sell advertising.
Mhm.
And that's what it all started on, gambling.
sweet.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So now imagine trying to start that up. What people are telling you, all the fucking naysayers that always come out.
Mm-hmm.
And then you make it big enough to be opening your own fucking casino. I'll be telling you too. Yeah, I'm making a fuck ton of money.
And the company
You
that
see
owns
that?
the casinos is like, hey, want to team up?
Exactly.
You got
You see
something
that
going
fucking
there.
yacht parked behind the Renaissance Center, bitch? That's the guy you said
One
would
yacht,
never
everyone knows the
amount to
rules.
anything. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I would be rubbing it in people's face.
SS
too.
El Presidente.
Well, you ever watch any of those compilations going through like the history of Barstool and all the challenges, all the grudges
No.
that he's
Oh
done?
man.
I just assumed it was terrible work for him, like by himself, to get to where he's at. Not terrible, like it sucked for him, just terrible in the amount of work he probably put in.
That was his
Oh, yeah.
life.
Right.
It was.
Right.
Because he'd work a job, then he'd go write, then he'd print, he'd sleep, he'd go out and hand out, he'd go to work, and it was just a cycle. But then as he started growing, and what really triggered it was the internet.
Right.
He was
I would say hit their Instagram pages.
he jumped
Oh, yeah.
right on that and started blogging and different
Twitter
stuff on
and all
there.
that.
Started building.
The pizza review helped. I know that helped a lot because he was going and taking celebrities into these local fucking pizzerias in these little towns or, in the city or
And
whatever.
on top of that, he'd interact with the fans like no others. Like he mentioned, one of them was a Mike Tyson Punch Out.
Mm-hmm.
He was somehow that came up like on Twitter or something along that lines, and someone talked shit to him and said he couldn't beat it. He talked shit back. He ended up flying to the guy's house and
To play
playing
him.
it in the house. Bought pizza and videoed it all, and so he has all those adventures and challenges, and he wasn't afraid to put himself out there.
No, that's one
The
thing for
goalie
sure.
challenges.
Mm-hmm.
You'd have all those pro hockey players come in and shoot in the office.
That's the life right there, dude.
He conned McShay into doing the Barstool. What do you call the draft game? When you're getting drafted for the NFL combine,
Oh,
they did a
okay.
Barstool
Oh
combine,
Jesus.
and he ended up talking Todd McShay into coming in and doing all the watch and running all the events and stuff, and he got bamboozled. It was just out at a park. It's hilarious. So he's done it every year with them and stuck
that's
with them.
hilarious.
I'll tell you, my favorite video of theirs was when he got kicked out of the Super Bowl in the fake mustache.
Oh man.
You see that shit?
Oh,
that
yeah.
was hilarious. He's like, how the fuck did they find us? He had bought tickets up in the middle of the section, like so incognito. And then security by halftime. They were on his ass.
That's crazy.
But he said some pretty
Harsh.
mean shit about Goodell. So,
Yeah.
He's going after his boy Brady.
Well,
Goodell's
See-
a prick.
See, that brings another question. Because El Presidente is a Michigan man.
Yeah.
He's loved Brady and the Patriots. So if Brady does go to another team, does that mean that he changes brand too?
Well, he's through and through New England
Yeah.
Patriots, but he's also the unofficial representative of Philadelphia, and he roots for the Eagles. If you follow.
Okay.
No, we don't.
I don't follow that closely, but I didn't know he was from Michigan.
Yeah, he graduated from U of M.
Sweet. Well, did he come here to go to school, or was he from Michigan and then left
that's a
after
good question.
college?
Good question. I
Think
lean towards he came here.
Okay.
Just
Yeah.
the accent would make me think he came here to
Yeah.
go to school.
Okay.
Well, good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're gonna go to
The
college,
leaders of
Michigan's
best.
it's one of the top schools for sure. What do you go to school for? Do you know? Just
I would assume journalism.
yeah. Okay.
I have no idea.
I mean,
He played. He played. I believe he played college ball there too.
Oh, okay.
No shit.
Yeah.
He's fucking funny. I'll tell you that. He's
Yeah,
fun to
he's
listen
definitely
to.
funny. That pizza one bite challenge though, it's fucking great. That's one of my favorite things on the internet.
I love it when he has the guests on there. It's like one bite. Everyone knows the rules.
And they take one bite.
right. They
and
give
he
one
eats a
bite.
whole slice.
And then
He's
I
like,
thought
"It's
you said
crunchy."
one bite. He's like, yeah, everybody knows the rules.
Exactly. Yeah. Everybody knows the rules.
What score do you give it? 7. Rookie score.
Yeah. No.
Round numbers are rookie scores.
Has he done anything with
7-2.
McAfee yet?
Yeah.
He's from Swampscott, Massachusetts.
Oh, he's
Boston
an
guy.
asshole.
Yeah, he
through and
brought-
through.
He brought McAfee in and had that as
Yeah.
one of his affiliates.
Did they?
McAfee did a bunch of its podcasts on as a Barstool representative.
Nice.
That's cool.
That guy's hilarious too.
He is.
I can't wait for him in the XFL.
Why didn't Vince McMahon go
Did you
after
know he got signed?
Barstool?
No.
Yeah,
McAfee's
I
in
don't
the XFL.
He's what they call. He's like they gave me this on the field reporter job, and I'm not sure what it means, but they said there's no restrictions. So I think I can go in huddles and talk with people and ask coaches questions during the games. Pretty sure that's what I can do.
He's like, they haven't really officially given me a title. They just told me I'm going to be on the field.
Could
And
you
then
You got a
Imagine him-
fucking troll on the sideline, dude. Basically,
The kicker's
That
getting
is
ready to warm up. He's like,
fucking
no, the
Right.
wind, man, the wind.
You
Right.
imagine
To the
them
left.
in the huddle talking, and he just pops in like, "Hey, boys."
Hey,
Right.
that 84's been mean to you all day. How are you going to stop him?
Don't forget it's 3rd and 11. Okay,
Right.
don't forget when you call this play.
right.
So I would just kick here.
Go to the sticks.
Vince McMahon in the XFL should have got El Presidente involved.
Involved somehow.
You know what I mean? Just because of his feud with the NFL.
I doubt it would have happened
Well-
because the personalities.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
I think those are too much to overcome. Where McMahon's too controlling,
And El
and so
Presidente.
is Portnoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, I like doing what he does for McAfee. You know, bring him in as a commentator or something at halftime, interview the coach or.
Well, it's not to say that there's still. It depends on how the XFL carries.
That's true. That's
Like,
true. It could always happen in the future.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Well, this time, man, the TV deal is crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, they set it up way better this time.
Yeah, they got a deal with Fox,
Mm-hmm.
but then somehow games are on ESPN too.
And ABC.
ESPN as well, I should
Because
say. not
ABC and
too.
ESPN are owned by Disney.
Right.
So.
Now, do you think if the XFL was cutting that deal today, they would get the same amount of money? Because they kind of cut their deal when the NFL was going through that anthem kneeling
Very
protest shit, and a lot of their ratings took a hit. And you know, XFL steps in, inks this
I think
big
it was-
ass deal.
Good timing.
I think they would have, because anyone in the business, one of the biggest things that tipped the hand to show how serious McMahon was him selling stock of the WWE.
To start it. Yeah.
When
Right.
he unloads a little bit of his own
Right.
to do this, and he's already messed it up once, you know he has all his ducks in a row to give it the best shot to make it successful.
Yeah.
And from the
That's
stories you
true.
hear of Vince McMahon, you know that's had to burn his ass of that failure for
Oh, yeah.
that long.
And he didn't
Just
just
eating at him.
this one, because there was a couple other leagues that rushed and started up to try and take advantage.
Yeah, AFL too. That
and
one.
Yep.
he no, we're gonna do it right. We tried that rush thing.
Yeah.
We're gonna postpone it because a lot of people forgot about it, and now it's just kind of start coming back up into the news.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, first game is on the 8th, 2 p.m.
That's crazy.
I hope it goes
We've been
well.
talking about it for how long
Me
now?
too.
You know, months
Saturday,
and months.
Sunday football during the end of winter into the spring.
It's gonna be
Ends
nice.
right before the draft. Baseball's in full swing. Love it.
There you go. Calm down.
Table's lifting up on that side over there.
Just went from 6 to midnight. Yeah, pitchers and catchers report in just a couple weeks, bro.
Nice transition.
Pitchers and catchers report in just a couple weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should get some money on the Tigers over under.
Why?
for their wins losses.
Whatever
To
you're
make some
picking, I'll
money.
take under.
I don't know if you can.
I'm not saying let me pick the
One-
games. I'm just gonna pool the money together.
One win, Bob. Oh, it's Drew
Unless
now.
they hire
One
someone
win,
from
Drew.
unless they hire someone from the Astros, I'm not even taking that.
They'll win 40
The
games.
Astros hired Dusty Baker, so they're not going to win shit.
Ouch.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
I give the Tigers 40 wins at least.
Well, yeah,
They'd have been better
off
with Dusty
22 would be
Rhodes.
the worst season ever. So, I mean,
You don't put it by them, right?
no.
Detroit
tell you what.
sports right now are not very good.
Well,
No. Terrible.
Second worst win percentage in the history of Detroit sports.
Wow, we've been
Ouch.
worse than this?
When you combine all the teams, yeah,
They've been worse?
1 year.
Ooh.
Believe it was 79. Like some guy did the stats on the Drew and Mike podcast. It's the only reason I know that.
hashtag math.
Math is hard. Man,
It
I
is.
can't believe
they had a
I-
win percentage of, I think it was .339, and in 79 it was .331.
Damn.
Oh,
so it's not far off.
No,
Yeah.
No, it's
they'll
like-
beat it this year.
You're telling me there's a chance.
Well, the Pistons are going to keep losing. So are the Red Wings.
Yeah.
That win percentage is going to continually go down.
But Stafford's healthy, so that'll blow it all out of the water.
Is he?
I'll take 9 wins for the Lions next year.
Oh, I will take the under.
Yep. So
Lock
I
it
put it
in.
on the board.
Lock it in.
Yeah, you pick Cerrone too. I don't want to hear that shit.
I'll just hold the
I
money
picked
from the last
Cerrone
line.
because I
but
wanted Cerrone to win.
Okay.
You took a guy.
Did you bet money on this?
Yeah. Wow. Just like
I thought Cerrone was going to win too, but I had to
How?
take
Oh, no,
McGregor
I
to get
didn't-
the
I
money.
didn't think he
because
was-
I didn't
I
think
didn't think
McGregor was going to be in that good a shape.
I didn't
to be
think he
honest
was
with you.
was
I really
going
didn't.
to win.
It was a gimme
I
fight.
wanted him to win.
I don't know
But
about
like,
gimme.
I'd take Reyes next weekend against Johnny Bones too. Fuck Bones Jones. I'm ready to watch him get knocked the fuck out.
Me too, but he ain't gonna.
Yeah, you're gonna be
I
waiting
don't know,
a minute.
man.
He ain't gonna lose.
This dude throws bombs.
I don't know. I've been waiting for Johnny Bones Jones
And,
to lose forever.
and he's really fucking big too. He's like Gustafson because he's long, tall striker, but he's also way bigger. He's like
So he's
30
gonna have
pounds
to-
more of solid muscle than fucking Gustafson. This dude walks around at like 260
Did Jones fight Gustafson?
twice.
How'd that work out?
The first one, he
The
got
first
a
one-
decision.
it was
which
close.
Was probably only because he was the champ.
So he won.
Yeah, the second time he whooped his ass. But
Okay. Yeah. So
but
he can be just.
Gustafson-
I bet he's going to be just like him.
But if this guy's 30 pounds heavier and he gets on top of Bones and he
but
starts grounding and pounding him,
the
you know,
first
Bones will break that fucking elbow.
he
If
could.
Gustafson would have won the decision, or if Gustafson wouldn't have lost the match,
I'm
the rematch
waiting for
the
Bones to
rematch
lose,
wasn't
dude.
Close.
But I'm putting money on him to
But
win.
a lot of
Oh, yeah.
times though, even
They
though I've
lose when they
wanted to
fight 'em?
see him, well, every time. No, a lot of times, even though I've wanted to see him lose, the opponents they put in front of him, you're like, how? Like, what's the scenario where this guy wins?
Yeah,
you know
but
what
I mean, look at the division.
But this
like
guy,
you'd have what Cormier just said.
Yeah.
You'd have to have a heavyweight drop down to there be a chance for Jones to actually lose.
that's because Cormier got his ass beat by him twice too.
yeah.
You know,
He did.
but like Cormier, right? The scenario for him to win, even though it didn't happen, was him to just wrestle fuck John Jones for 5 rounds and keep him on the ground and win. So
But
you
the
could
man's
see,
so athletic, you can't keep him down.
right, but I mean, you can see a scenario where that happens. When he fought Owen St. Preux, that guy's a fucking one-trick pony. There was no way in hell he was going to get that fucking Darce choke on John Jones. That fight, you knew he wasn't going to win.
like Cerrone.
Lyoto Machida, when he fought him, he was way past his prime.
prime,
He
yeah.
couldn't strike with John Jones. No way. Shogun Hua got lucky with that fucking armbar that he broke John Jones' arm with, but Jones still won the fight. But like without that one little lucky
Broke his
slip
arm,
up,
but you still kicked his ass.
right, without that
with one arm.
little lucky slip up,
Rick?
there Shogun had no chance.
Rick.
Chael Sonnen had no fucking chance.
Rick.
This guy can knock people
Because
out.
he's a
Rick,
better.
I see your
fighter.
point. Everyone's lost to John Jones, even with breaking his arm. You're right. He probably will lose.
I want him to lose.
You
That's
want
what
him
I'm
to
saying.
lose just so he has
And
the
this
L.
guy,
but
this guy could knock him out.
could.
How long's it been since Bones fought? It's been a while, right? Is this
he's
coming
been
off
about
a
a year?
suspension or no?
Yeah, he got popped again.
All right. Okay. You're making me change my mind here, man. I might lay some money
I'm
on
just
Reyes
saying.
now.
Good.
I'm
I'll take
just
both of
saying-
you.
Oh yeah.
If you watch Dominic Reyes fights, he hasn't really been in a lot of trouble yet. He's wrecking everybody.
How many times has he fought Bones?
0. But
Okay.
he's tore through the whole division to get there. He's next
Like
in
Bones
line.
did.
He's next in line.
And like how you said that division's crap against Bones.
They're all new guys from the names I read.
It's a
about.
light heavyweight division, right?
Yeah.
That division's been crap for a while.
It's true.
It
Is it?
has. Yeah, it has.
It's not Light Jones.
It's not like
Jones Light.
like back in the day. That was the division, dude. When you had Liddell
True, yeah.
and fucking Couture, and then even Rashad
Rampage,
Evans,
yep.
and Rampage, Forrest Griffin, Stephen. Well, no, yeah, Stephen Bonner was in that division.
Yeah, because Forrest Griffin, Stephen Bonner had that unbelievable match.
That was
Right.
their first fight, too.
Yeah.
Tough finale. Yeah.
Yeah.
They just stood there and beat
Blood.
each other
Yeah.
up.
Did you see there's a new 30 for 30 about Liddell and Ortiz?
Yeah,
And how
I've
they were
seen it.
friends before
Yep.
the rivalry started?
really?
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I've seen it.
I haven't watched
Good
it yet.
one.
Is good?
Yeah.
All right.
Flair's still the best one I've seen.
That was amazing.
It was really
Amazingly
good.
sad.
Yeah, it was sad,
But,
but it
I
was
mean,
awesome.
It was one of the few where the person that they're doing the story about
Is sitting down telling you the whole deal.
was 100% honest.
Right.
I was a horrible father, but I was the best
greatest
wrestler.
Yeah.
And the biggest celebrity. He was too at the time.
Because he even said, I took that persona and then it became me. I was that at home.
That's a good one. I recommend that.
That's
It is
crazy.
3 hours long though.
It's worth it, though.
It's a 3-hour long 30 for 30.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, not many of them are 30 minutes long, dude.
No, they don't
None
do that
of
no
them.
more. I haven't
No,
seen
like-
too many of them. I
The
saw the
30 for 30
Pistons
was
one.
like there's 30 episodes and 30 directors. So,
Oh yeah, okay.
yeah, it's
I
not
thought they
about
were
it's
30
not a
minutes.
timetable.
There are
watch
shorts though.
TV.
Yeah, they do
play
have
them on
shorts.
like
The
ESPN
podcast.
2 or ESPN
Yeah,
News.
they flipped the shorts over onto podcasts too.
I wanna
Those are
watch that one,
probably,
though.
you know,
Some of them are
30
good.
minutes ish.
Quick little ones. Right.
Right.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, the Fab Five one was really good. So
Yeah.
was the Bad Boys, but Flair's definitely my favorite. There was one about a Formula One driver.
Was it Schumacher?
No, dude, it was some dude I'd never even heard of, and it was fucking awesome. I'm like, holy shit, dude! It was compelling. What the? I can't remember the name of it. Dude was like,
Race car driver?
yeah, he was a race car driver, but like, you know how
we had some dead air. I thought I'd help
yeah.
fill in.
There you go.
You know how, like Ronaldo, people don't call him Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Ronaldo.
Yeah.
This guy was a one-name race car driver.
Yeah,
I can't
Formula
remember.
One's been huge since the 60s.
Yeah, I can't remember his name, dude. Now I gotta
Okay.
go fucking Google machine it.
Was it
Because
Schumacher?
no, it was not Andretti either. It was good though. Because I want to recommend it to you, but I don't.
Was
know
it
his
called
name.
Talladega Nights?
It was not called Talladega
Jean,
Nights.
what's it? Jean
Jean-
Gier or whatever.
Jean-Pierre.
No.
All right.
Ricky Bobby. Yeah, that's who it was.
So
Either way, it was a good one.
okay, since we're talking sports real quick, and there's no easy way to get to this subject, I'll transition with this. How long before they make a 30 for 30 about Kobe? Or you know what I mean? Like the tributes have all come out, obviously,
Yeah.
real quick fashion, but something like this where it's going to go in depth with his family. And
Senna.
on the other side of that question, how much don't we already know about Kobe Bryant?
True.
Because he was pretty open in most of his interviews
Mhm.
about
And
his
court
life
cases.
and his family and different things. I think it was one, right? Didn't he only have one episode in his past that
I
was
think.
sketchy?
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. The
And it
sexual
cost him a
assault thing.
ring or something. Wasn't that what the
Yeah.
deal was? If I
Other-
remember correctly. I don't want to get into that
I
part.
believe it was a yellow canary ring, a yellow canary diamond.
Senna. That's the dude's name.
Senna.
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 Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. It's pretty good. Definitely. It's compelling.
A lot of the 30 for 30s do good business.
The Pistons, the Bad Boys one I watched was pretty good.
Yeah. The Bo Jackson one. That's
Yeah.
a good one.
That is a good one. A Football Life, Bo Jackson's pretty good too.
To think that, like, was it one season and he fucked up his hip?
I don't know. Was it one season? I don't know. He didn't play too long. That's for
No.
sure.
Well, it was the season they came out with Tecmo Super Bowl because I remember he was
was
the
in it.
dog on that game,
yeah,
bro.
You just get the ball, run backwards, and then start zigzagging down the field, and no one can catch you.
It was him and Christian Okoye.
Yep.
Those are the two. And then for the Giants.
LT,
Yep. Lawrence Taylor.
because you always played the Giants with that defense.
No, but they had a running back, too, that was David Meggett was their
Oh,
running
yeah.
back. He was quick, too, in that game.
Yep.
But, I mean, there was nothing touching Bo.
Oh, no.
You picked the Raiders. You were.
You know, the Eagles had Randall Cunningham. I used to like to do that too because they had a quarterback run. You could just run with him. And Steve Young, he was good too. But not like Bo Jackson or Barry Sanders.
Oh no.
Those guys were fucking unreal. When's the CHC Tecmo Super Bowl tournament? When is it?
If we could get our hands on that game, I'd play it right while we were doing a show. Shit. We'll play that and XCOM at the same time. We'll get 2 TVs
Jesus.
What in the fuck is XCOM?
going. Oh, baby.
I'd like to apologize to the audience. Aaron's like,
That was
Back in-
Aaron's shit back in the day.
1994 was the
Strategic
year.
game about defending the world from aliens.
Ah,
Turn-based shooter.
Multiplayer.
really?
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Is it like is it like Command and Conquer?
No.
It's more. It's a mix where you have a base where you're building up stuff, researching the alien technology to better your own equipment. You shoot down UFOs, and then when you go into that, it's like an RPG style move, attack.
Okay.
You do all your turns. They do their turn.
Okay.
Back and forth.
Game takes hours, days. It's not multiplayer.
Oh, it's not. It's a one-player game.
The old younger brother.
Oh yeah. Okay, I get that now. Yeah. You're plugged in.
Yeah. No. You
That's
get the
your
next
guy.
turn.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
your guy
I
there.
haven't died yet. It's been 2 days.
Right.
I died. You agreed, sir.
Go get me some chips.
Everyone knows the rules. One controller.
Yeah, everyone knows the rules. Because
One turn.
I think I saw that on the PlayStation Now.
Yep.
Yeah, they got
Yeah,
newer versions of the game that have
Quite
come
a
out.
few out there.
Maybe I'll check it out. The next game I buy is going to be the new Civilization. I think it's either 4 or 6. I can't remember.
I think it's beyond 6.
Yeah, I think
we're in almost double digits.
Oh, maybe. Whatever. I could have swore it was either 4 or 6 when I
I mean, if you want to buy all
looked
those
at it.
floppy disks, you go right on ahead.
No, I don't. I'm good on that. Yeah, let's see the new one here. Let's see.
I don't. I
It is a
couldn't
brand
tell
new
you the
one.
last time I bought a new video game.
Yeah, 6.
for myself.
Are you sure?
And yeah,
Yeah, Civilization
For
6
myself.
came out 2019.
Huh. I thought they were beyond that. My apologies.
Gatherings.
To Sid.
Gathering.
No, that's
Storm?
right. They do a bunch of DLCs now.
Oh,
and
yeah,
expansions.
expansions. Yeah.
But yeah, Civilization Revolution was one of my favorite games ever. I love that game.
It's a great game.
is it kind of like
Radio
The
for
Sims or
free?
something or what?
Um,
I'm just trying to think what the game. I've never played it.
So-
I don't know.
really.
It's on the map and it has fog of war. So you start and you don't know where you're at. You can either have a randomly generated world or the actual Earth. And so you have settlers. You build a city, and all you can see is that you build troops, you build scouts, and you start
And as your
expanding.
city gets
There's
big,
other ones
Gotcha.
you
the
can
more
do
you can
trade.
see.
You can take over.
Yep, you got to attack to take over. There's
Gotcha.
different ways to win. You can world domination, like capture so many capital cities from different civilizations. You can be the first in revolution anyway, right? You can be the first one to gather enough money to build the World Bank, and then you win.
Mm-hmm.
Monument,
What's
I
the other
think?
one?
Or
Is
no,
it
Space.
Wonder.
There's a
You can build
yeah,
a
the
Wonder.
space
You're
exploration.
the
Yeah.
first one to go space, and then I think they added in one of them religion.
Oh, okay.
Now, are you playing online against other people,
You can.
You
or
can.
is it against a computer?
You
Either.
can. I usually just play against the computer. It's
Okay.
not something that you can do quick.
No.
You have to put that
It's
down
like
and go back
playing
to
a
it.
game of
Right.
Risk. You're there for a few hours, if
Okay.
not longer.
Yeah, if you play
I
it
miss
on
playing Risk. We used to play that a lot.
if you
Yeah.
play
That
it
was
on a
great
little
game.
bit harder difficulty,
Whew.
it takes
Challenging.
yeah, it takes.
Yeah.
And if you
forever.
play online, any of those games, Age of War, any of those, the kids that play them are so quick, and they have macros, and they just look at the city, click, and they have all these buttons memorized. So there's like, and they're just bouncing around the screen, creating and expanding and doing it.
Yeah, and you're
It's hard to
pretty much
compete.
And they don't have to wait for you to take your turn, right? You just log on and play as the game
It's
is
a real time.
happening. Gotcha. Okay. See, that would be a pain in the ass for somebody with a life or job or kids. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't just be on it
Get to sit down and realize
22 hours a day, right?
And it's gone.
Just
Yeah,
become a
that's-
streamer.
There you go.
Me?
Yeah, why not, bro?
What am I streaming? I don't even know what game you guys are
Civilization.
playing. I'm not playing a
Anything,
game I
bro.
don't know how to play.
XCOM.
Why not?
Exactly.
Dude,
You
can
some
be that
people-
guy either.
Some
Super
people will
technical.
donate to you. There
I
you
was
go.
third in line. Dude, I was third in line for XCOM. He never got his turn. So.
Before you guys leave tonight, we'll just fire up this PlayStation right here, and you can be John Jones, and I'll pick someone, and I'll beat you with him.
I only got one controller, my
I
friend.
wish I had more
It's
cash out
multiplayer.
here.
I What happened to the camo one? It never didn't work. Oh well. Never mind.
Nope.
Let's go into.
That would have been a good little $5 tournament we could have played there.
We can do a $5 tournament.
Oh,
Little
jeez.
sit and go.
Oh, we can do that right now while we're recording. A little poker.
So I just seen something moments before we started recording.
Okay.
Paul Rubens of Pee Wee Herman fame
Okay.
is trying desperately to get another movie going.
A Pee Wee movie?
Yeah.
Nice.
But this one is kind of off the Pee Wee track or path. He wants to model it based off the movie The Valley of the Dolls, where it's a quote-unquote true life telling of Pee Wee. Let's see, it features Pee Wee coming out of prison and becoming a yodeling star.
Does it feature him jacking off in a movie theater?
Then he moves to Hollywood, where he finds fame on the big screen. Then inevitably, he develops a serious pill and alcohol addiction that turns him into a monster.
Interesting take on Pee Wee Herman.
Yeah. A lot of the studios aren't going for it, though.
I wonder why.
I know, right?
Kevin Smith, we need you.
He's busy. He's making He-Man
Is he really?
for Netflix.
Are you fucking serious?
Look at your face.
Oh, man.
You should check this thing out. It's called the
Damn, that's gonna be
Internet.
good. I just can't stay abreast of every corner of it like you guys do. I'm too
Right.
busy arguing with strangers on the Facebook. Right? I've carved out my niche.
Don't fix what isn't broken.
Dude. Do we have casting yet?
It's animated,
Yeah, so it's all voice. I believe the guy who
following
does
the original series.
Oh, really?
it picks up at the
Oh,
end of the original
sweet.
series. I think they
New
got the
artwork.
voice actor that did He-Man and Skeletor. Not 100%, but I think they got him to come back.
Dude,
He-Man.
I'm ready. I am ready for it.
Power.
That's going to be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And then all, merchandising.
Yeah,
It's
they've
gonna
been
be
coming out
crazy.
with new He-Man toys for the past
That's
couple
right.
of years
You
now.
can start collecting the toys.
There it is. I got to go get
Collector's items.
I got to go get Turbo and Ozone. Because those things are out now. I saw the pictures online. They got them.
All right, here you guys want to nerd out for a couple minutes. How long before He-Man's on a Hero Clicks?
That would be fucking awesome. A set. A
Think about all
He-Man
the
and Masters of
characters.
the Universe set.
Right?
It's true.
And
Skeletor would be the number one piece, dude.
yeah, maybe.
He'd have to
Depends
be.
on
He's
his
the villain.
abilities.
Yeah,
Right.
man. They'll make him.
That would be sick.
It's who knows how the licensing for that would work though. I mean,
They're very protective of that.
Oh, yeah.
but it would be fucking cool. I'd be here for that for sure.
I mean, they did Ninja Turtles, so, I mean,
But Ninja Turtles is DC anyway,
well,
originally at least.
they're not owned by them. I think it's IDW. No, is it Image or IDW?
Okay.
I mean,
Somebody else hasn't, but they've had rights here and there.
Funko
to
put out
share.
He-Man figures, so I don't think
Right.
it would be too difficult
No.
for the other.
But I mean, DC's put out He-Man comic books, but so has Marvel. Back in
Okay.
the day, it's just who's getting the license, how long that contract is for. I think DC just started a new He-Man story.
Did you guys see the trailer for that new movie about the villain that Jared Leto's playing?
Morbius?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that looks fucking sweet, dude.
Do you think they
The
gave
living
him that
vampire?
because he sucked as Joker and he probably had some kind of contract for multiple movies?
Yeah, he did, and he was supposed to either direct or,
Like he
Somehow.
would like, look, bro,
and it did so
you were a
bad that
terrible
they were just
Joker.
like,
I don't.
We can't do that
I don't
again.
think that was his fault all the way.
no, it was editing. From what
Well,
everyone
not
has said,
not even just editing. Like
Well, they
that was
said
how
they
the
had, like,
character was written. It was written poorly. The whole movie sucked.
yeah.
So like you gonna pin all that on the one dude who played a bad Joker, but who the whole movie was whack.
I was
as
just making
fuck.
fun of it, man. I didn't see the movie. You
No,
know
I'm
me.
just saying.
They recorded so much film of his Joker doing other stuff, and then only added like I think a total of 5 minutes screen time of all
Right.
the stuff, and that pissed him off originally. And then a bunch of other stuff happened. And then they did a Joker movie without him, and he's like, "All right, gotta go."
The best part of that Morbius trailer was the end. Michael Keaton.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
That
The
was cool to
vultures
see
in
him
there.
there. Yeah.
Yeah,
trying to set up the Sinister Six.
Yeah.
because that's from the Sony universe.
It is, and
Mhm.
there's a poster like when Morbius is going through an alley. There's a poster of Spider-Man that says "Murderer," but it's not Tom Holland's Spider-Man. It's the Spider-Man from the video game, which is
Oh,
supposed to be
nice.
Tobey Maguire's.
Oh,
But-
it is?
Yeah, but
Oh,
there's
okay.
rumors of, well, like in spoiler alert, the last Spider-Man movie where he said he was from a different universe.
Yeah.
There's rumors of that actually happening in the near future.
Well, yeah, the new Doctor Strange
Mhm.
is Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, so they're
Yep.
introducing the multiverse.
So one of the hopes, on top of the Sinister Six and all that, was to bring back Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man to beat Tom Holland and the James Garfield's Spider-Man, and somehow they all
Like the meme? Where they're
Like
all
the
pointing
meme
at each
and
other?
then- yes.
And it's fucking three Spideys?
yes.
Dude, that would be cool. Although, I like Tom Holland best.
He's doing good.
His movies are better, though. Again, you can't really just
He
pin
fits
it
Peter
all on
Parker
him, but
better,
he's really
I
good.
think.
Yeah, the way he delivers some of the quibs and the jokes fit what you would read in a comic.
Yeah.
I did hear recently that for the next phase of Marvel movies, they're bringing in more characters and that. And one of the things that Marvel got the rights back to is Fantastic Four.
Oh, yeah.
Supposedly, the Stark Tower is going to become the Baxter Building for the Fantastic Four. Tom Holland is contracted for another Spider-Man movie and then one other undisclosed project. And the rumor is he's going to be in the
Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four movie,
He should be. Awesome.
which I hope they don't fuck up,
It can't be as bad as the last one.
or the one before that, or the one before that,
Well, I think the first two were better than that. The standalone.
the newer one.
Yeah. And Marvel Studios
hmm
has not really fucked a whole lot up.
This is true.
I think they're going to do all right. I'm interested to see these new, like the whatever Phase 4 movies with the Eternals,
Yeah.
and they're going to some
More
characters
cosmic, more-
that are obscure though to
Oh, yeah.
most people. Like everybody knows the Hulk. You don't watch movies or read comics. You knew who the Incredible Hulk was.
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man.
Roy
Everybody
Ferrigno.
fucking knows Spider-Man.
I did see the one, the Edward Norton Incredible Hulk movie. I did see that one.
That wasn't bad.
Is that why you stopped watching movies?
You caught me.
Fucking Ed Norton. No, that wasn't bad. He just wanted to be the man,
Mm.
and they had plans to make Robert Downey Jr. the man. That was basically it.
Pretty much.
The long and the short of it.
Yeah.
Maybe to
And
bring
he
you back
wouldn't-
into your own show. We'll stop talking nerd shit.
Oh, that's cool, man. I like whatever. I was kind of leading towards the Hero Clicks, thinking that's where you guys would take the conversation because you just came from one
Yeah.
of your events, but
The streak is alive.
It went to movies, no big deal.
The pre-release poll streak is alive. Nothing higher than a shitty rare.
Well, you can't win them all, right?
No. Actually, though, one of the times I got for the last Marvel set. Oh, no. Last Marvel set was that X-Men one. The one before that.
Like
I got a Spider-Man. And he was a rare, but he was really fucking good.
I'm trying to get my son involved in it because he plays them Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I'm like, bro, nobody plays that around here. Like, we'd literally have to drive down to Monroe for him to even have a chance to play competitively, whereas this is taking place right in the neighborhood, you know, and he's into superheroes and stuff like that, and I'm trying to get him. Maybe I just need
And
to
you
go.
said you play chess with him all the time, right?
Yeah. He's actually almost beat me once. It was.
Oh,
I,
there you go.
I was like, oh shit.
There's a very,
Got to step this game up.
very
All
big
right.
chess element to the game.
Yeah, there is.
Well, maybe I need to buy some characters and.
No,
know,
you don't.
No, you don't.
No,
we
you
got you covered.
You got
We know some people.
Well, I know, but he's not always going to be able to go over to your guys' house and
Well,
play
shit
with
doesn't
you.
do-
Dude,
fine.
I can give you 2 shoe boxes full of shit right tomorrow.
Well,
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
you have a couple of extra, it don't have to be many. Just a handful of
I got a
something to let
couple
him
extra.
learn.
Let me.
I'll just see if he wants, if he's
You
interested.
might have to pay for the
Yeah.
moving truck, but
Right. Yeah. Hire 2 men in a truck, different from 2
Ship it
people in
Amazon.
We're
one
gonna
truck.
have to cut the studio space in half.
We got
and
room.
then half again.
Pretty much. Hey, there's
That couch has got to go, so we'll have room.
4 mics here, dude. We could get a sweet battle royal going.
It's true. They have wrestling ones too.
I've seen him. Oh, yeah,
Bret Hart's coming out in the next one.
No He-Man though.
that would be cool. I'd like a Bret Hart one.
They didn't put the glasses on him.
I still got the Hawkman you brought over here and left for the studio.
Yeah.
That's a good choice. The Immortal Hulkman.
We you said Battle Royal. The Royal Rumble was just last weekend.
I caught
They
the
had a
end of it.
men's and a women's.
Yeah.
How many women were in the?
I didn't-
Was it
20?
30?
I didn't catch that. I caught the last
okay.
like 10 minutes of the.
I saw
Edge
Ed
came back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen that.
Really?
Yeah.
You think you knew me, dude? He looks stiff as fuck too. He
Well,
had
he's
like
old
some triple
as shit.
fusion surgery for
Yeah.
his neck or some shit. I didn't see how he got eliminated. I just saw a clip of him coming in there throwing spears around.
Who ended up winning?
No idea.
Something McIntyre.
Drew
Joey.
McIntyre. Yeah.
Whoa!
Drew McIntyre, I think, is a wrestler.
It's something McIntyre. I guess
They
he-
still get the headliner spot at WrestleMania
yes,
when they
that-
win Royal
yep,
Rumble.
That
Okay.
was it. Was
So some fucking Yahoo won it.
it was
Oh.
RKO out of nowhere guy,
Randy Orton.
Edge, the Rock's cousin,
Roman Reigns.
and then that McIntyre guy.
The guy,
The
Fucking-
only guy we don't know the name of is the guy that won.
Drew McIntyre. man.
It's the only name I know.
Uh,
Rock's
Roman-
cousin.
I don't know their fucking names.
Roman Reigns.
He was supposed to win it, but they called it audible halfway through the Rumble.
Why McIntyre? I don't watch wrestling enough to know. Maybe he's.
I don't
Is
know
he
either.
the new kid on the block?
Yeah, newer.
Yeah, newer. I think he
He's
was
a
an
big
NXT guy.
Oh well,
Oh,
that, yeah, that
okay.
makes sense. They brought those guys up. A lot of those guys are coming up real good. That Finn Balor had a lot of success. I know he came out of NXT.
Yeah, people love him.
Mm-hmm.
The Demon. Finn Balor.
Okay.
Yeah, so like, so Finn Balor is a wrestler, right? But he
Ooh.
also has a little alter ego that he calls the Demon.
Does he
And
go
it's-
out and steal people's shoes?
No, he's not Krampus.
Oh, okay.
But he comes out painted up, all weird.
There's like
And it-
neon paints and shit, so the lights
Oh,
hit
so
him
he's
differently.
like,
And he
uh,
looks
the
like
Hardy Boys?
He,
Yeah,
no,
kinda.
he looks like he's got
Not
a
for
hat?
open mouth with teeth like over his face and his chest and shit. It's weird looking.
All right.
But it's only after he's wrestling someone a second time, like someone that already kicked his ass, and he comes out in the demon
So
paint
it's like
You don't want to make him
it's
mad.
like maximum over or not where he turns the hat around
over the top.
over the top.
Yeah, pretty
Okay.
much.
you
So
don't
like
want.
a
You don't want.
switch.
You just don't want to make him mad.
Oh.
Yeah, you make him mad, and then he's like, super Finn Balor. Basically, he does way crazier moves. He's fucking flying around. People act like they're taking harder hits from him and shit. You know, it's
Okay.
a big to do. The
Acting.
demon.
Kind of like how Hogan used to like pump up.
Yep. Hulk out. Yep.
Acting.
you take that back right now.
I'm a classically trained wrestler.
Well, I mean, not that those dudes aren't taking lumps and beating the shit out
Oh,
of
yeah.
each other, but you know,
They sell
they're-
it a bit more, as they say.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know how you could believe that's fake when you have an IRS tax accountant wrestling.
Those crazy bushwhacker guys were wrestlers.
I mean, a
Canadian
Canadian
Mountie,
Mountie came
right.
down.
Yeah,
Get a
challenge
Mountie.
the big boss man.
Yeah.
Yep.
a prison guard, right? A literal earthquake. And typhoon. Come on.
Tugboat. That was his first name. Was
It
Tugboat.
was. Then he went rogue.
And then you had $1 million man above all else.
That's true.
He had a belt. How could you deny it?
He made his own belt. 'cause
it
he
was the
could.
original BMF belt.
Hercules.
He had chains.
Hercules.
No.
He was in there too.
Coco Beware.
Ooh, baby. You want to start going as obscure wrestlers? We can start firing them off for a good 5 minutes.
Junkyard dogs.
It's gonna be like playing Casino War, but with fucking vintage wrestler
Corporal
names.
Kirshner. Who's next?
Crush.
Oh, fuck! Are we going alphabetically?
If you want. That'd be kind of tough. You don't have to go alphabetically.
Yeah, I'm like
Yeah,
trying to think of C's. I'm like, all
No.
right, crap.
We'll go to the next letter.
Dynamite Kid.
There it is.
Demolition.
Papa
Yep.
Shango.
Axe and smash.
Oh, we skipped a
Ooh,
few.
That
We
was a
did.
good one. Doink. I'm still in the D's.
I was never good with the alphabet.
Words are hard.
They can be.
I lose count. There's math too. See, there's
Yep.
multiple components here that are just against me. So
The universe is just colluding against you.
I believe so. I believe it is as well. The whole fucking world's against me, dude.
well, that was it for your obscure wrestlers.
No, I
Oh.
just
Blue
we just let
Blazer?
it die. We just
Blue
let it die,
Blazer.
dude. Rick the Model Martel,
Ouch.
Tito
Rick-
Santana.
Rick Rude.
Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
That's my favorite wrestler ever.
He had the greatest match of.
That's my favorite match
Oh,
ever too.
him and Macho Man?
Yep. That is a good one. They do some pretty wild shit. They beat the hell out of each other for a while. It's
Jake
it's
the
kind of
Snake
quick too.
getting the snake to bite Macho.
Yeah, that was fucking weird.
Then he put the snake in a box for the wedding.
Yeah.
I was listening to Jake Roberts talk on one of the podcasts, or it was on.
Joe Rogan's, I think.
Yeah, it was Joe Rogan's, where he was like, Macho Man thought I brought the Cobra was venomous, that I was trying to take his spot
Right.
and I was going to kill him. He made me let that thing bite me in the dressing room, and
Just
then
to show him.
just to show him it wouldn't kill me, and then wouldn't let it out of his sight to make sure I didn't switch snakes on him. That's how paranoid he was.
I only know Bonesaw.
Macho
quote Sarah.
used to get his ass kicked by Andre the Giant,
Oh,
like
I'm-
for real,
I'm sure.
because he did baby oil.
all over to make himself look more.
And that's
And apparently
all
the
Andre the
Giant-
Giant would say, no baby oil. And so he just beat him.
That's hilarious.
My favorite wrestler is Hitman.
Yeah.
That
He was
it,
good,
yep.
man.
Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
Owen Hart.
And then once I found
British
out what
Bulldog.
happened with Bret Hart, you know, and that
Oh,
Shawn
the
Michaels
Montreal
match and
screw
shit,
job?
yeah.
Ooh,
Once
baby.
once I found all that out for real, I was like, holy shit, he is definitely my favorite wrestler.
Hey, dude, that made Shawn Michaels pop, though, even more.
Oh, yeah.
That was it.
Well, that was the plan, right?
It
So-
worked.
Right.
HBK was huge, man. He was everybody's favorite for a minute.
Because that was right after the
Not
Rockers,
mine.
right?
Yep, I like the
Yep.
the narcissist.
Kicked Jannetty
Lex
through
Luger.
the barbershop
Barbershop,
mirror
Yep.
Oh, that was-
or window.
Yeah, Beefcakes, Brutus.
yeah,
Barber
I was
Beefcakes
just going to say,
Barbershop.
was that a SummerSlam or something like that? Wasn't it on a pay-per-view when that happened?
Survivor Series, I
Was
think.
it? Yeah.
Hit him with that chin music.
Wham! Going alone.
That's one thing I always gave wrestling credit for was the way they scripted some of those turn on, two wrestlers or
When
friends.
people
that
go
turn
heel?
on. Yeah.
Like when Hulk Hogan did it in WCW.
The Outsiders.
I wasn't a wrestling fan then.
Monday
My-
Night Wars.
That was
My
one
favorite
of the
tag.
best times.
My favorite tag team ever was the Acolytes.
Oh,
They were the shit. ATA.
ATA.
Yeah.
They'd have the frame door with no walls, and people would walk around it, and they'd just look at them.
Yeah.
Right. Like, use
Man,
the
knock
door.
on the door.
I'm sitting there playing cards.
Drinking
It was
beer.
Farouk and Bradshaw.
Oh, okay.
They were good. What the hell's Farouk's real name? Ron Simmons, right?
Ron Simmons, yeah.
He was.
He was in the Nation of Domination with The
oh
Rock.
yeah, I remember NOD, D'Lo Brown too.
D-Lo.
I remember Nation of Domination. Mark Henry was in the Nation of Domination. Do you remember?
No, I don't.
His name was Viscera after a while, but it was
Mabel?
Mabel.
Mabel.
Yeah.
That's
King
who it
Mabel.
was. That's who it was first. Mabel. Do you remember what the tag team name was though? Mabel and that little dude. I don't.
Oh, and he had the
No,
MC
no.
Hammer
Right.
jumper.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
They only lasted, and then the other guy just kind of disappeared.
Under Mabel.
Was this all in WCW?
No,
Oh,
WWE.
no,
It was
that's- okay.
WWF.
All right.
Yeah, when we
Mabel
were
won
kids.
one of the first King of the Rings,
Yeah, it was one of the first few.
if not the first. I'm not sure, but he was a tag team.
'Cause he had that mohawk.
He was just big,
Yep.
huge dude, and
Yeah.
he had a smaller,
Huge.
like more high flyer
Dude, he had to be like at least
for something.
at least 400, 500 pounds. And I mean, if I'm guessing, he's at least 6'10" too. He was massive. He was
Like
humongous.
King Kong.
Yokozuna size there.
Yeah.
Yokozuna was nowhere near that tall.
No.
Think more King Kong Bundy, but fatter.
Yeah, pretty much. He might not have been 7 foot tall, but
No.
compared to
6'9", 487.
I said 6'10", didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
So
Yeah.
I was
Check
close.
the tape.
487. 400, 500 pounds. I was close. I'm going to Cedar Point to get a job guessing for everyone now. Yeah, dude. Dino Bravo.
Yep.
He was another obscure one. The Marvelous Morocco. Don Morocco. Paul Orndorff. I'll keep going if you want.
Men on a Mission.
That's what it was? Men on a Mission? Nice.
My brother's favorite was Mr. Perfect.
Yep.
Oh,
Spit
dude,
to
he
gum.
was good.
Yeah.
Kurt
Rowdy
Bennett.
Roddy Piper.
Piper was the man, too. But
Piper was
yeah,
good.
Mr. Perfect was sweet.
He had the best videos.
Oh, Mr. Perfect?
Him
yeah,
like
the
throwing
promos.
himself like a 40 or like 80-yard pass for a
Right.
touchdown. He'd be
Yeah.
like, perfect.
Throwing
Teamed
it
up
and
with the
catching it
genius.
himself. Yeah, I remember that.
Lanny Paffo.
I did that before. It's actually harder than you think. to-
Wrestling?
No,
get it
fucking
perfect?
to throw the ball high enough
and
with
far
the,
enough.
right, but not too far to
Because
overshoot
you have to
how
be
fast
able to
you
run
can
your
run.
fat ass over there.
Right, exactly. I didn't do it when I was fat. I mean, that would be like a 5-yard exercise. I could do it now easier.
I don't believe it was a single shot. Was it?
What? Oh, probably not with Mr. Perfect, but
they
I mean,
followed
you can,
the ball in the air.
Right.
So
when he caught it, but they didn't.
No, but
I'll break it down and tell you the trick.
camera. But no, you can do it. I mean, I've done it. It's just
I'm glad
harder
you have
than
confidence in me.
You could. Like I said, you just have to do like 10, 15 yards. Don't throw it too far.
Write that down, kids.
But yeah,
Laces out.
But no, he had the best video.
he did have great promos.
Oh,
I
Calm
like
down, Einhorn.
Finkel. I liked Macho Man's personally because he's just
Cream of the
almost
crop.
incoherent.
Oh, the Mega Powers was.
Oh, yeah, the
that's
Mega
the
Powers.
greatest.
The one I never
You had to see
understood
that
was
turn
the
coming.
Ultimate Warriors. He would just ramble
Yeah.
about weird shit.
Yeah. But that's what
He
I
did that in
felt
real life.
Macho Man did, though. That's how I felt he would. I never knew what the fuck he was saying.
Yeah,
I
but at
just
least the
loved
Macho Man like brought it into a point at
Right.
the end.
Yeah, you had to buy a Slim Jim.
it. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug. Oh yeah.
Bone saw's ready. What a fucking legend. I'm not surprised all those dudes die early, though. CTE's probably a real thing for them, too. You're getting dropped on
that.
your fucking head.
All
a
the drugs they
bunch.
got to
Right.
take just to feel numb so they can wrestle
Right.
more.
And
all
up-
the steroids.
Wrestling 200 days out of 365.
That life, and up until recently, it was a hard road life.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they partied all the time.
And you had to pay your own way the whole time.
Yeah, but when it pays off, man.
When it does.
When you become the Rock,
Yeah, no.
you know.
Going back to MMA for a minute, right? Now,
No,
I
thanks.
know it's still a lot of money. Don't get me wrong.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about Brock Lesnar or something.
No, but the red panty night that Cerrone got for the fight, his purse for only the fight was like $200,000 or $250,000.
He got 600.
Is that what it was? But the thing I was reading,
It's not bad for 40 seconds,
no,
Not at all.
right?
But Holly
Right.
Holmes made the same, and she won.
but that's the red panty night. You're not even getting $1 million when you're fighting McGregor. He's talking about bust out the red panties. How little is Dana White paying them fucking people?
Well, I mean, he's not. McGregor won
Well,
what,
Dana
$3
White's
million
not
for the
paying him
fight.
either.
Not a
Right.
like not even talking the sponsorship for his whiskey and all that stuff.
Yeah, plus he gets part of the pay-per-view because he's his own promoting
Yep.
company now and all that shit.
But I mean, for Cerrone, I mean, they weren't making millions per fight. That
Well-
wasn't until like
If he got a bonus to win, though, it might have equaled $1 million.
They're $50,000, aren't they?
it depends on the fight and what Dana White feels like.
I mean, you said he got paid $250 to fight, but he ended up taking 600. Is what you said, right?
From what I've read online, he was paid 600
Because I think you get the flat fee
I
for the
think-
fight.
I think it was another
All of
100.
them get a cut of the pay-per-views.
I think it was going to be like
As
another
tiny as it is.
150 for
Right.
the win if Cerrone did win.
Okay, so he would have got
Like
Close.
three-quarters of a million, right?
Yeah.
Well, I know they can't just pay
Which is big money
everybody
for
$1
them.
million a fight.
Yeah,
I'm
but
just
usually
saying.
it's around like 50 or 60 for
Right,
But I
like
bet they
middle.
could.
Crazy. That's
The
why
money they
Cerrone,
make.
probably why Cerrone keeps doing fucking 12 fights a year.
Not everybody.
Pay for that ranch.
Not everybody. There's a dip in the floor. Shut up.
Uh-huh.
Sure there is.
There is.
There's a dip in
Getting
the
a
chair.
DUI on a chair with casters. First time ever.
Shut up.
Everyone see that, folks?
That floor is clutch. There's a dip in it.
Dip, 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 dip.
So I'm ready for the XFL. Vince McMahon, fuck me up.
Take
Wow,
my
me,
money.
buddy.
So
I'm ready for it. Sure.
jumping off topic, but I want to talk about this because it creeped me out.
Okay.
Did you see the actor Sean Weiss?
Yes.
Oh, the
Goldberg.
Mighty Ducks goalie.
Goldberg.
Oh, buddy.
Wow.
Wow, he's
Yeah, that
looking
is-
rough.
That is methed up. Yeah, all methed out. Wow.
Got arrested for breaking into someone's garage.
That's what happens when you don't pass juniors. And
It's gonna go to the show, but I blew out my knee. Started doing meth.
The knuckle puck.
Ole goalie. That's not, yeah, maybe the knuckle puck drove him to drugs.
Flying V would have fixed it all.
The ducks fly together. Where were you?
Not that
Where were you? When Goldberg was breaking into a garage.
Thanks, Emilio.
Yeah, that's going to be in the new show when Emilio comes back. He's going to be like, when your old goalie is all fucking cracked out, breaking into a garage.
He's gonna get the
The
band back
Ducks
together
fly
for
together.
a bar league.
Got everyone back
Right.
except for Gober. What happened to him?
So I
He
have
got
this
arrested.
idea for the new Mighty Ducks. It's gonna be half celebrity rehab and half.
Yep.
Somebody get Pacey on the phone.
The fuck out of here.
What?
Guest appearance by Charlie Sheen. That'll be awesome.
Oh, jeez.
Speaking of meth,
Tonight's game is brought to you by Tiger Blood.
That's funny. You don't hear about him anymore, really. He must be going through it right now. Like it hit him, you know what I mean?
AIDS?
Yeah.
I like how you just
Well,
posed that as
yeah.
a question, like, "Oh, are we talking about the AIDS?"
Right.
Well, that's
was
what I
just-
mean. He's
yeah.
not in. He's
Right.
not in the limelight right now. So
True,
you're
but
like,
I mean, like,
Or
he
he got
did.
sober.
he probably had to in order to deal with the AIDS.
Right.
Good chance, but he
So-
did pay
Well,
like I forget how many
depends
million
on how you
to
wanted
keep
to
that
deal with him.
story quiet for so long.
He was dealing
too.
with it one hell of a way.
Yeah.
Yeah, cocaine and prostitutes.
He's going out with a
On
bang.
live TV.
Winning.
You guys thought I was talking about actual tiger blood? No.
No,
I
I,
meant
mean, it comes
something
out
else.
striped because of all the AIDS.
Wow. He's like, I went with Tiger Blood instead of the bat suit.
Yeah, it was one or the other. Hey, you got the tail. Full circle.
See
That
what
was
happened
nice. That poor goalie.
there? That's rough. Apparently, those Mighty Duck residuals don't go that far.
No, I guess not.
Nope, he's breaking in the garage to steal some copper.
Or
This was in Detroit.
Life comes at you
Northern
fast.
California.
Lincoln Park.
Shit, he should have just started growing weed or something out there. Damn.
That's the garage you thought he planted.
Why is
He
this
was going to
fucking
get his-
door locked?
He's
The
like, "Oh, I
hell?
need gardening tools."
You don't understand. My plants. I need to fix my plants. Give me the tools.
Did you hear about that kid in Tennessee?
No.
He got arrested for marijuana possession. So he's in the court.
I saw the video.
I didn't see it.
I'll bring up the video.
Anyways.
This is the greatest thing.
Oh, it's amazing. So he's at court, standing from the podium. The judge is there, and he's pretty much like, "Hey, pot should be legal." Blah da da. Fucking bailiff's like bringing over paperwork to the judge. They're over there. Reaches in his pocket, pulls out a joint. Reaches in his other pocket, pulls out a book of matches. Poof, lights it, starts hitting it. The bailiff like scuttles over, like, "No, no, 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 no!"
He's holding it away from the bailiff.
Yeah,
like
he was like,
this.
"The people deserve better."
He like
What
unzips his coat and he reaches in the fucking pocket and he pulls out the joint, puts it in his mouth, and you're watching it like, oh my god, this
Like,
guy's
is he
gonna do
really
it.
doing this?
Strikes the match.
It's a weird hill to die on, but at least you're dead.
I gotta.
See if I can find it real quick.
Oh man, it's a good video though.
Yeah.
Right there in the courtroom.
No fucks were given that day.
Which is funny because if you go to court in our city, in the courthouse, you're not allowed to take a lighter in.
Nope.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Well,
Like,
he had a book of
it's-
matches.
Book
Yeah.
of matches.
Oh yeah,
As
that's
long as-
right. That's right. He did say a book of matches.
As long as they're not the strike anywhere kind.
Right.
Same rules as
so
going
when he went through the
airport.
metal detector, nothing would have picked up. Right.
But you can
right.
take a lighter in the airport. Trust me.
You're gonna get fired, bro.
Getting back in part. A little tricky.
Especially when they're closed.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
the
funny.
internet's not working for me right now.
You're in the black hole.
Mine is
Oh, there you go.
a little bit. Well, you got anything else? You got anything stored over there? I know. I saw you had like 32 windows open. So
Well, I had my stories out of the way.
Your stories, like
Gotta follow my stories.
Days of Our Lives.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only one I got.
You want obscure daytime television?
All I got is The Price is Right and then Days of Our Lives.
nowadays, when you say my stories, you're talking about The Office.
Oh, okay.
That's what you're talking about. That's the reference there.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. You can always put it on 22 minutes in the background. You know exactly what's happening if you've seen it before.
You know, turn around like, oh yeah. Just go ahead and skip those 3 episodes with Will Ferrell.
I'm still stuck on Law and Order.
Which one?
All of them. Doesn't matter.
That's a lot to be stuck
Regular Law and Order is my favorite. Not all of them, because actually, like the Law and
I don't
Order
even know
LA
how many
and
there
all
are.
that stupid shit. There's probably like 8 total, really. But I like Criminal Intent, SUV, and Regular Law and Order. I like all of them.
on.
Those
Okay.
3. Yeah,
What's the one
They're
with
pretty
Ice
good.
T?
SVU.
Yeah, that's probably the most badass one.
pretty
Grasping
good.
at straws
but
now.
That one. No, that one is.
That's what happens when you get him out of his wheelhouse.
That one's
So
the
you guys
most.
love watching Law of Order?
No, dude, that's the most fucked up one though. It is the most fucked up.
The number you have dialed.
Hey man,
Don't give a shit about Law and Order.
sorry, you're missing out.
Be nice.
Yeah, Jack McCoy is a national treasure.
I don't know what that means.
You should. You're doing a disservice to yourself
John
and
Jones
the
would
people.
knock him out.
Probably.
Speaking of National Treasure, they're making another one.
Are they?
Oh yeah,
Oh baby.
Nicolas
should.
Cage is back.
They should.
Get ready for his crazy face.
The only face.
My eyes widen and I intimidate you.
We're gonna steal the Declaration of Independence.
That's actually really good.
You're welcome. You're
Been
welcome.
practicing.
Brought it back from that Law and Order thing. No practice. It's not hard to do Nick Cage.
Just when
though.
you thought I was out.
Right. Right. Yep. That broadcast school really paid off.
All 2 semesters.
I did not attend one class.
Oh, but you signed up?
No.
Oh. So you're
I
just lying to everyone?
Yeah.
You're letting me down again, man.
It was
Take a peek behind the curtain.
It was a mock of the drop from Major League.
Oh.
Yeah, dynamite drop in, Monty. That broadcast school's really paying off. Bob Euchre, also national treasure.
I only have the first half.
Dynamite drop in, Monty.
Now it feels like a crossover. I should stop before I get out of hand.
So I was looking at Urban Dictionary the other day.
There's actual,
Were you seated?
There are real definitions on there.
There are. And
It's almost like they created it just to be a modern dictionary, and people went and took it in a totally different direction.
Like, are you disappointed when you look something up and you're like, oh, caterpillar, what's that? And you're like, oh, it's what happens before there's a butterfly.
sometimes I have been disappointed like
Yeah.
that. Yes. Yep. Especially if you think of something clever. You know,
For
this
sure.
has got to be good.
Or yeah, you go into like you'll be seeing like what are you gonna like the Alabama high five or something, Alabama handshake. You're like, oh, this is gonna be ridiculous, right? And it turns out it's just like a bro hug or something. You're like, oh, that's kind of lame.
right. It started down on 9th Street or something,
Right.
you know, right.
Yeah.
They high five with mullet tails.
Oh, dude, that'd be awesome. Let's bring it back. I'm about
They
to grow
call
my
it the
hair.
beaver slap. It's like, oh, it's going to be interesting. No, so when you swirl your head with your mullet.
I'm gonna grow the hair out.
Yeah. What's the over-under on that?
I don't know how long until it's technically a mullet.
So there's a party in the back.
Right.
Well, I know, but I mean, how long does that have to be? Is there a legal length?
I
I think it has to cross.
I haven't looked at the rule
Oh,
book
okay.
in a
Sure.
while.
Okay, cross the collar. It's probably going to take a while to grow
Yeah.
that long, but
If you do, you're going to get
Here we go.
highlights.
Dude, I'll totally take the under on this.
I'll do the vanilla ice lines though in the side.
Those are coming back.
They are.
Are they?
I've seen them on little kids.
Just
I'm
in
like,
time.
Whoa.
Here we go.
I guess I'm going to mullet my hair on
You
October
should.
17th.
To curl it. You should.
I'm gonna sit this
With the
one out.
Trump suit. You could do a skullet.
Well, the way I'm going, I'm going to have to sit that one out,
You
too.
know, I could pull that off.
I'd say give it a shot.
See, all you need to do is just walk around with, I am a real American.
There it is,
It
dude.
just- people are like, what? There's a, and they're, oh.
Yep. Fu Manchu, skullet.
There
Yeah,
you go.
dude.
Call
you'd be
everybody
killing it.
brother.
Yep.
Manchu.
Yeah. Do it.
Stretch too.
You could do it. Pencil it in.
Yeah. Not exactly.
Dude, the fucking oh my god, you should do that. You should do it. I'll grow the mullet. It has to I can't start it until after October, of course. But I will grow
Oh,
the
that's
mullet.
bullshit.
I'll grow the mullet. I'm in. I'm here for it.
Hey, if you don't start now, it don't count.
That's true.
Oh well. The warden will put the kibosh on that one, dude. That's not going to happen. I'm not going to be able.
Best
Well,
wedding photos ever.
Just only face forward pictures at the wedding.
Just put it in a ponytail.
Right.
No.
No, right. Man bonnet. Ooh,
There you go.
baby.
Oh. In wedding pictures.
That would go
Oh my
over well
God.
too. Yeah, see, it's got to wait till after October. But I'm still gonna do it.
I bet you if you were to do that for your wedding pictures, she would miss the flight for the honeymoon.
On purpose.
Oh,
Right.
no.
Right. No, he's
Shucks.
in Hawaii.
I was over there.
Like, maybe you should
I
go
missed the
smoke again.
plane.
Yep. Maybe you should go smoke again.
She isn't going to miss it. They're going to be just about to board. She'll be like, hey, why don't you go have a smoke?
Yep.
Just walk up.
Great
Excuse me,
idea.
flight attendant. This gentleman's been talking about a bomb.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a big fuck you right there.
Yeah.
You are toast.
Yep. Don't do that.
Right. But, like I cussed out TSA when they wouldn't let me back in. The one guy that told me they were closed, I'm like, you're still fucking here. You know what I mean? And then on the
Now
way,
he's on a list.
right. And then on the way back from Ireland, me and some other lady got randomly selected, air quotes, right? And, she's a little bit older lady, like not old enough to be our parents necessarily, but right in the ballpark.
Okay.
Too old enough to be too old to be our contemporary, but not old enough to be our mom or dad, probably, right? And she's like, "This is fucking bullshit," and she was like, "I was leaving from Kansas City and blah blah blah," like a whole stink about the whole TSA thing. I'm like, this is coincidental, right?
Purely.
Right. Oh, fuck. They took her into a separate room. I don't know if it was because she was
Give 'em the glove treatment?
a woman or something, but I didn't have to like take my clothes off or nothing. But they did make me
But
sit
you
in a
did
little
anyways.
room. Yeah, exactly. They didn't. I didn't.
I
say
knew they
didn't.
wanted to
Yeah.
see it, so I just did it.
Yeah, they didn't make me, but I'm like, no, dude, no secrets here.
Right.
Bend over, dude, spread them like nothing here. Nothing
Sir, what'd you
here.
have on the plane? Just me and little Ricky.
Answered like Jim Carrey.
Yep, exactly.
Hello.
Let me ask you a question. You find anything up there? No, but they made me sit in a room for like a half hour to only take me just to the other side of where people are walking through. Like I
Yeah.
was literally right next to them on the other side of the
you
conveyor.
got to
and
watch
pat
them
me
all
down and
walk
shit.
through.
Right,
You were in a timeout.
basically. Like, you motherfuckers.
And you haven't flown since, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you have?
Well, no. I
Right.
mean, you're right. I have not flown since.
Right. So expect it next time you go to the airport.
I would schedule like a trip to Ohio or something close just to get this one out of the way. So that way, when the big time here.
Well, I think for the honeymoon, we'll be going to Hawaii anyway. So we're staying in America.
Yeah. TSA's at every.
Oh, I know. But I won't have to go international.
You'll walk up there like, Mr. Ryan, we've been expecting you.
Random check. How you doing?
Didn't keister stash anything today, boys. Was good. Nothing in the old prison
Enjoy
wallet.
the search.
Right.
Not what I thought they meant when they said you get laid when you go to Hawaii.
Aloha.
Yeah. Exactly. Right. They don't stop till they reach the back of your teeth.
That sounds like a good spot to
You haven't
I'll
been
call it an
brushing
evening
much.
right here. All right, hold up. Again, that's the wrong podcast.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Yep. My bad, guys.
That's all right.
Again, full circle, though, because I started off the rails and then took it right back off right when you're trying
It's,
to end it.
it's contagious.
It is. True story.
We'll just call you Corona.
Yep. There it is. The coronavirus infected the corner house.
The whole boat's going down.
Sorry, Captain.
Be able to. Never mind. Never mind. I'm gonna hit the button. Oh man. Well, it's been fun, fellas.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah. Thanks for sticking around. I don't know.
Yeah, I thought he was going to respond like, yes, but no, a head nod will do.
When he said he was, ringing
Oh,
it
yeah.
back in, that was it. He was done with it.
Yeah, I got to stop completely.
Well, until next time.
Y'all be safe.